One of the greatest failures of the internet is that people search out things that are not going to help them. And one of them is products to prevent stretch marks. There's really no such thing as a product that's going to prevent stretch marks. They either happen or they don't. But moisturizing the skin regularly, particularly with a moisturizer that has hyaluronic acid, may improve their final appearance by helping to lubricate the skin, reduce stretch forces. Retinol also can improve stretch mark appearance. I've not used this Versed fragrance-free gentle retinol body lotion, but you guys already know I'm a big fan of the Gold Bond retinol body lotion. This one has always seemed promising to me, however. Alpha hydroxy acids also can help facilitate skin barrier turnover and help to improve moisture retention in the skin and smooth the skin surface. But stretch marks are happening deep down in the skin, so that's why retinol might help, because it may help improve collagen. But lactic acid at strengths greater than 12% can help improve dermal thickness. We're not told anything about what percentage it is in this particular product, but one I frequently recommend is amlactin 12% or higher. If you're new here, yeah, body lotions, they can be used on the face. This 10% pure urea from Prequel I really like, because urea is very hydrating and gently exfoliates. This would be a great option for the winter months. You can use it on the face. It has niacinamide, which is also good for the moisture barrier, along with redness, dark spots, and also good for oily, acne-prone skin. Speaking of regularly moisturizing the skin, it does still exist. The fragrance-free EOS. I had a bad feeling this was discontinued, but they have it here, $9.99, and this is a really nice basic body moisturizer. My one gripe with these is I don't like the little stubby pump head. Also works well on the face. Has mineral oil, which can feel a little heavy, but it has dimethicone as well, and shea butter, and petrolatum. Really good for locking in moisture. Speaking of urea, we have the 5% hydrourea from CeraVe. This, interestingly enough, they now have in this tub. I reviewed this a while back. I rather enjoyed it. And their healing ointment is Vaseline elevated. It has hyaluronic acid and it has ceramides. The hyaluronic acid nicely hydrates in this formula. If you put this on the lips, not only does it help keep them from getting dry and chapped and protect them from saliva, a real common lip aggravant, but it sort of has a plumping effect. I need to get back on that train of using that on my lips. We have a fragrance-free, everyday sensitive skin body moisturizer. This is actually really promising for those of you who are actually looking to improve the appearance of stretch marks, because it has hyaluronic acid, like I said. That's actually been shown to improve the final appearance of stretch marks. But it also has urea, which I was just gloating about, for dry, rough skin texture. You want to know how much they're asking for this? $4.49. So we have Deal Worthy here, a fragrance-free 21-ounce bottle of moisturizer. Oh, just you wait. This has mineral oil, glycerin, dimethicone, no jazzy ingredients. This you could use on the face. You know, you can use body moisturizer on the face. They just tend to feel heavier. Guess how much they're asking for this? $2.99. $2.99. That is a steal. That's better than Dollar Tree, you guys. That is better. That's much better than Dollar Tree. This is another killer deal right here. 32 ounces, $8.99. The Vaseline Intensive Advanced Repair. This is really good for face and body. And they used to have an up and up version of this that was likewise really good but less expensive. Now, their Dry Hands Rescue, this is wonderful for the colder months when you're washing your hands a lot, because it absorbs pretty quickly. Like, it's not super greasy. It's heavy on the glycerin and dimethicone, which I feel is like really nice for daytime hand use, because it doesn't like leave that thick residue of just like petroleum that can get on things, but it nicely protects. This is a pretty sizable bottle too, 5.1 ounces, $4.99. Then they have this Hydra Healthy Hand Lotion. This is new. It has hydrolyzed keratin in it, which is going to be hydrating, similar to hydrolyzed collagen. This one does have fragrance, so be aware of that if you're allergic. But what else do we have here? Oh, we've got a hyaluronic acid hand cream from Vaseline as well. This is a cocoa butter scent. niacinamide. Again, it's fragranced, but the niacinamide is really good, not only for like the moisturizing the hands purposes, but for like the dark spots on the hands, like anti-aging purposes. It's an antioxidant. This Aunt Thelio's Kids Face and Body Sunscreen is really good. It's a chemical sunscreen, which it's fine for kids to use chemical sunscreens. It annoys me that that myth gets perpetuated because zinc oxide for the face, a lot of people like. But as a water-resistant body sunscreen for being outdoors at the beach, it's miserable. It's just miserable. Like, it's so oppressive. That's why the anti-chemical sunscreen narrative, it's making it so that people are not going to wear body sunscreen. But this is a great option from La Roche-Posay. It's a little on the thicker side in comparison to their Pro Spore, which I really like. I'm actually almost finished with that myself, but this is like a little bit less per unit. This one does not have niacinamide like that one. Recently I did a video on toenail fungus. I talked about the value of using a foot powder in the shoe to absorb moisture to cut down on the risk of foot fungus, because it's really the collection of moisture that leads to breakdown of the skin, and that's really favorable for toenail and foot fungus, athlete's foot. But I actually recommend, you could use just a regular powder like this, or I recommend Zeazor. It's a foot powder that has antifungal in it, so that's a great one for in the foot area. Now, a note about powder. A lot of people reach for it to put in the skin folds where you get a lot of moisture trapping, and that can break down the skin and contribute to inner trigo, right? Unfortunately, most body powders, they can end up being abrasive in the skin folds, in the long run causing more irritation. A lot of the whole body deodorants these days actually have ingredients in them that are similar to what powder does, but they're formulated to have this kind of moisturizing coating on them that makes them unlikely to cause that abrasion and better tolerated in those areas. So as much as I like to sneer at the whole body deodorants, because a lot of them are heavily scented and it's like, oh geez, really they should be viewed as like moisture reducers. But my favorite for that purpose is actually the Monistat Chafing Powder Relief Gel. Doesn't bill itself as a whole body deodorant. You can use it in between the thighs, under the arms, under the breasts, in the skin folds, wherever you have skin on skin friction. It's great. It doesn't have any fragrance, and it glides on the skin. It lubricates the skin without getting greasy or oily or getting all over the place. You really have quite the selection here of travel size things, which I always enjoy. They have the Hydro Boost Gel Cream fragrance free. I love this. This has urea in it. They have the makeup remover wipes, which I used to sneer at these all the time until I started experimenting with eyeliner, and I realized, oh wow, they're actually really helpful for getting rid of mistakes. I just don't recommend, I don't consider these skincare, you know what I mean? I mean, they don't even really market themselves that way, right? They market themselves to remove makeup, but like for removing your makeup at the end of the day, this is not gonna cut it, but that's actually really good. I wonder how the up and up versions are. These are $1.99, whereas the Neutrogena ones are $2.29. This, I always point out, does not work for me, but if it works for you, you can get a travel size here. Now, this is obviously marketed as an anti-dandruff shampoo, Head and Shoulders zinc pyrithione, but you could also use this as a face wash if you deal with seborrheic dermatitis, those little flaky red patches in the eyebrows. It is a touch drying, but it works well for cutting down on that, as well as what people call fungal acne, which isn't really acne. It's actually Malassezia folliculitis. It's an overgrowth of yeast in the hair follicle and surrounding inflammation. Itchy acne like bumps, no blackheads, no whiteheads. Method's got a shampoo and a conditioner you can take with you in your travel bag with long-lasting fragrance. I've never used those. Oh, look over here. We've got the Vaseline Advanced Repair. Like, if you're on the fence, is this going to be good as a face and body moisturizer? You could dance on in here, pay $1.59 and just try out a sample, you know? What do you have to lose before committing to that big value size, which is affordably priced? Then this is a great thing to throw in your purse. You guys know I love Vaseline. I was singing the praises of the CeraVe Healing Ointment, but Vaseline, of course, is GOAT. Now, the Secret 72-hour invisible solid. This is a great antiperspirant, and somebody cracked into it. Put this on at night. Don't put it on during the day. Antiperspirants work at night. But this works really well, and you really see how it says 72-hour. You really only need to use this a couple of times a week to reduce sweat, because once the aluminum salt is down in the sweat gland, there's no need to keep pummeling the sweat gland with more aluminum salt. That just leads to irritation. So it'll get you several days of sweat reduction. Now, if you have a lot of hair under the arms, that can limit access of the antiperspirant to the sweat gland. So in those cases, you might do better with a spray antiperspirant. Is that what this is? Yeah, aluminum. A spray antiperspirant, or what works really well is actually a gel. And a lot of the men's antiperspirants are often gels. Because one thing I will say about this clinical from Secret is that it does not glide on the skin easily. Like the regular Secret has a better glide to it. The other thing you can do for odor is to wash under the arms with this. It's 4% benzoyl peroxide. It cuts down on the bacteria that break down your sweat and lead to odor. It doesn't keep you dry or anything, but it will help cut down on odor. And you can also use it to wash your feet to cut down on foot odor. And some people have a condition on their torso called progressive macular hypomelanosis. They continue to get these little white spots, and it's actually related to the acne-causing bacterium, Cutibacterium acnes. Using this as a body wash, if you have that, can actually help to get rid of it. This is pretty good. The evening facial moisturizer from Up & Up with ceramides and hyaluronic acid. It's kind of like the CeraVe PM, but less expensive. It's $11.99. And they also have the AM version with SPF 30 hybrid sunscreen, zinc, homosalate, and octocrylene. A little bit of a cast, but not too bad. Now, you could save yourself some money from the Panoxyl creamy wash, which is $9.79. You could instead pay $7.99 for the Up & Up one, which will do the same thing. I'm pretty happy with this Photo Ready concealer I've been using from Revlon. It's, as far as a drugstore product, as close in terms of performance and my liking of it, I guess we should say, as the Merit Minimalist concealer that I like. It's a nice cream formula, which I prefer. So I came over here to Ross. It's been a long time since I've been in a Ross, but they have quite an interesting selection of different hairbrush and comb sets. This looks like a great one for detangling. Look at that big Conair comb. 3 combs for $3.99. This one's interesting, the Flexi Detangling. Seems like it'd be easier to clean that brush because it's got sort of backless. Check this out, you guys. A Care Bears tabletop wax warmer. Oh, it's for aromatherapy. I thought it was for like facial waxing wax. Now, this is helpful for massaging the scalp and for distributing the shampoo into your scalp. Scalp massage actually can support healthy hair growth by improving blood flow and circulation to the follicle. This is smart. A shower cap that comes in this little storage bag, a mesh storage bag. I like that. These are really popular. They exfoliate kind of like this, but they have a bit more grit to them, so it's easy to overdo it if you press too hard to go. But for keratosis pilaris, you may appreciate some benefit, although again, when it comes to KP, check out my recent video on like smoothing your arms. I talk about how it's kind of a delicate balance, because if you overdo it, then that worsens the KP by impairing the barrier. Check it out, we have an LED face mask here. This one, see, when they have all of these colors, it's a, like, no, it's a pass. Just stick to red and near infrared for anti-aging, even skin tone, moisture, improving overall complexion, and stick to red and blue light for acne. The blue light targets the acne-causing bacteria, and the red light is anti-inflammatory for acne. But yellow, all these colors, it's just a waste. All apple cider caramel antiperspirant. I have to admit, I'm a bit tempted by that. Then we have some Firm and Tighten Collagen Body Cream. It's probably moisturizing. Reshape. Looks to be fragrance free as well. They also have a hot cocoa swirl antiperspirant. Look, you guys, we were just in Target and they had this, and it was much more expensive. $5.49 here. Probably close to expiration, I would assume. I'm not seeing a date. I am not seeing a date. It is a lot less. Oh, look who it is. Kylie Baby Moisturizing Lotion. Cute packaging. Fragrance-free moisturizer. Could probably use this on the face. $3.99. Not too bad. Not too bad. Some good body moisturizers hidden here. Creme Shop Advanced Body Cleanser, Pistachio Vanilla. I don't know, after my run-in with the EOS Pistachio Body Lotion, I'm apprehensive about pistachio scents, but that's a lot of body wash for $7.99. Remember I pointed this out in Ulta like a couple of months ago, this Shiseido cleansing oil, and I was like, cleansing oils all pretty much work the same. Like, is it really that advantageous to have a more expensive scented one? No. 10 ounces. How much is it here? They're not making it easy for me to figure that out. They don't say. $19.99. $19.99. This looks interesting. The Rose plus PHA liquid mask. Polyhydroxy acids are great for hydrating and gently exfoliating. This looks promising. Although it does have rose flower water in it, which gives it a bit of a scent and may cross-react with fragrance allergy, but this looks like it'd be good for sensitive skin. It also has lactobacillus ferment. That's very hydrating, and hyaluronic acid. Check this out, you guys. It is an Italian collagen and hyaluronic acid anti-aging serum. Does it have gold in it too? Probably. Which here's to be fragrance free. Oh, this has polyhydroxy acid in it too. Gluconolactone. Ascorbyl palmitate. That's a stable form of vitamin C. Yeah, it does have gold, which is kind of lame. And collagen is moisturizing. Love this. Snail mucin from Cosrx. How much is it going for here? $14.99. I feel like you can get that a better deal on that on Amazon, especially during, you know, they just announced their big deal days. That's always a great time to save. Strawberry shortcake lip oils, strawberry shortcake, strawberry matcha, strawberry cupcake, and strawberry pancake. No matter how many lip balms I have, I will never not be tempted to get more. But I'm pretty good at resisting. Now, the strawberry shortcake hydrocolloid patches, that's adorable. I feel like the cuter the hydrocolloid patch, the less territory it actually covers on your face. It's more for decoration. Check this out. The Aristocats has an oat milk and lactic acid under eye mask. Smooth and plump. I feel like most people are not seeking to plump the under eyes, but maybe for hollows. Oh, this has fragrance in it. That's not great for delicate eyelid skin. Fragrance. Oh, speaking of Shiseido, they also have instant eye and lip makeup remover. Okay, that's a little specific. Like, I'm just gonna take off my eye makeup and my lipstick, but I'm gonna leave my foundation on. Is this scented? Yep, sure is. It is going for the low price of $14.99 for the partial makeup removal approach, I guess. They also have this Waso soft cushy polisher. Tofu-like gentle texture. But soy is good for the skin. We bring back the widespread availability of Banaka. That stuff was amazing. I wonder how Crest stacks up. It's probably weak. Probably weak. Mind you, that stuff always like burned your mouth. I just bought a new tube of toothpaste from Walmart. I got Colgate one of the less expensive ones, because when it comes to toothpaste, I mean, I'm no dentist, but I feel like all these marketing claims around a lot of toothpaste, it's like, you might as well just go with the cheapest one. First I thought this was some kind of face shaver, but it's a mini travel curler here from Bliss for, I'm trying to find how much it costs. $7.99. It's not too bad. Then they have this face shaver set. This nice container, 30 pack. Don't press too hard. Speaking of hair care products, not a drugstore brand, but I really like this Paul Mitchell styling glaze because it does not get crushy. I am putting it on damp hair right now. I use it in a variety of ways. Sometimes I put it on soaking wet hair. As soon as I get out of the shower, you know, while my hair is still soaked and dripping wet, I put a bunch of it on, and then I just kind of squeegee out the excess water. Or sometimes I put it on dry hair. Like if your hair gets poofy, my hair gets poofy in the back, like it just kind of takes on a life of its own. If I put some of that on there and comb it through, it will settle that down, but it won't weigh it down or make it crunchy or greasy. I have to say, of everything I've tried from that line, this has to be one of the most game-changing hair styling products for me. And I'm surprised because gel, I always think, oh, that's something that the gals with like really curly hair use. This has really worked for me. I have very fine hair, and styling products, you know, a little bit goes a long way. This does not, you know, if you put enough of it on dry hair, it will get crunchy. But if you put it on dry hair and really comb it through, it gives a decent amount of hold. It's not like an intense hold, but it really helps keep everything where it needs to be. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this vlog out here. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for making it to the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.